I'm Daniel McNulty, State Director of the Patents Project, welcoming you back to school for 2016. We're here to tell you about some important changes and some big announcements going on with the Patents Project and the Indiana Center for Accessible Materials. And most importantly, right off the bat, we've got a new staff member that I'd like everyone to meet and become familiar with. So I'm here with Jenna Fallbush. Jenna comes to us from a third grade classroom. And she will be taking over the position that Kelly Suding was doing, working with our data and networking and outreach. So Jenna, thank you so much for being here on Patents TV and for being a part of the Patents staff. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I'm from northeastern Indiana, which is ironic because I didn't know Julie Kuhn before starting this job, but my mom did. So we kind of have a connection there. It's a small world.
Fun.
After graduating from Warsaw years ago, I went to IU and studied elementary education, which I really enjoyed, and started my career in Bloomington in a couple different positions. It was sort of hard to get my foot in the door being in a college town and a kind of a surplus of teachers at that time. But I really found my niche actually in Morristown, Indiana. I moved up to the Indianapolis area and started actually as a kindergarten teacher, half day and a half day special education aide, and moved into Title I the following year. And then I started my track as the third grade teacher, which was really awesome, and I had a really great time with that. And it was sad to leave my class behind, but I was really excited when I saw this opportunity to come work for Patents.
That is sad for those third graders, but we are so glad you're here with us. So you were in that third grade position, that teaching position, for several years.
Yep, for 5 years, or this was my 5th year that I started. And each year, I felt like I was learning a little bit more about the kids, and had a really great experience at that elementary. They still include me, as part of their family, and I'll never kind of forget my experience there.
It's good, I'm glad. So your position here that I'm so glad you're in now, I'm pretty excited about, because you bring a nice variety of skills with the data and the networking piece. Can you tell us a little bit about what you hope to accomplish, your goals in this position?
Yeah, so this position is really cool for me. It's kind of a whole new adventure. I've got to learn a lot already, and one of my big goals that I've kind of set out to do and to begin is our e-newsletter that we're going to start later this month.
So now what's an e-newsletter?
A newsletter that will come to your inbox once a month if you sign up.
Okay.
And it will share like success stories and other tidbits of useful information from Patents.
Okay.
So that way, instead of you having to search that out, we'll send that to you.
Okay.
And I'm really excited to share some of the stories because being new to Patents, I've found some awesome experiences from others. And I'm excited to share those with, with people who may not have heard about Patents yet, or people who know about it, and this will help to support them.
Excellent.
Yeah, I also kind of got the green light to do some more outreach to pre-service teachers and other educators who maybe have gone back to school to really make sure that they're aware of our services so that they can better serve their kids.
Nice.
It's something that, I wish every teacher and educator across the state would know about and would feel comfortable using our services.
Yes, yeah. So a lot of teachers who are currently teaching in the public K-12 system go back, but then there's also those teachers who are pre-service and will be out in the public schools in a year or so. And you're exactly right. Once they're out there, it's kind of like, well, who do I turn to for help? And so that's a great plan for outreach there. So this newsletter, you said once a month, correct? Okay.
Yep.
Excellent.
So that'll be there, and then we're continuing to grow like our Facebook community and Twitter communities, and through posts of pictures of behind the scenes, kind of getting a feel for who we are as a team. And we will be running some contests soon, so be on the lookout for that. Those are always fun and a good way to get people involved and to share the information of our service.
Fun. And so you'll probably be at a lot of the vendor booth type situations and the transition fairs and those types of things. So people will definitely see your face there and get to talk to you. And is there any one thing in particular that you'd really like for people to know about you before they come up and talk to you at those situations?
Specifically, not necessarily, but just to know that I was one of them for the most part. I was there, in that classroom when there were times that I really needed somebody to turn to. And Patton's was new to me when I started this job, so I wasn't aware. And
Right.
that is like where I'm coming from, is to really share that knowledge of what we are doing to help, teachers who I was in their shoes.
Awesome. The next big announcement I'd like to talk about, just real briefly, is a new Patton's website. So we've been working really, really diligently on a new Patton's website for about 6 months now, and it's almost ready to go, I'm pleased to say, but unfortunately not quite there. And so we're looking at mid-February when that'll be launched, and it'll be there'll be some real benefits. It'll be a little bit more accessible. It'll be more mobile friendly, so you'll be able to look at it on your phone and your iPads and your other mobile devices with a lot more ease. It'll just work a lot better on those devices. The updating of content will be a little bit more widespread across the staff, so it should be updated more frequently. And one other big change with that is our 2 blogs. So we've had the Rapid Fire blog since fall of 2007, and then the ICAM blog for a few years less than that. And what we're going to do, those 2 blogs have been highly successful, but what we're going to do is take those 2 blogs and kind of combine them into one blog that will be on the new Patton's Project website. And all of our staff, all of the coordinators will take turns posting to that blog on a weekly basis. So it'll be similar to the past, but it'll be more diverse, coming from more people, and all in one place, so it won't be 2 separate blogs in 2 separate locations. It'll all be right there on our one website. So mid-February, look for that new website to be launched. We're pretty excited about it. Anything else about the website or anything else that you'd like to talk about from your perspective?
There will be a link on the new website to sign up for the e-newsletter.
Oh, great.
There also should be a link currently on our original Patton's Project website. There may be a blurb that you'll see at the top of the main page. It'll also be listed under the networking tab, and you should see Patton's Pages, the e-newsletter where you can sign up right there on the website.
Awesome. Awesome. So a lot of the main headings in the menus on the website will still be the same or very similar to what they were in the past. Some have been condensed and simplified a little bit, but all the same services and all the same information will be there. It should just be more highly organized and more accessible. So we're looking forward to that mid-February. And sign up for that newsletter if you're not already on that list.
We have some that have already signed up, so keep adding to that list.
Outstanding. Yeah, that's great. Okay, the next thing I'd like to talk about is a new thing that we're going to do called the Starfish Award. And so most of you who are familiar with Patton's probably have heard me talk about the Starfish story and have seen the starfish in our logo and things like that, and understand that we're really all about always keeping in mind that it's important to make every effort to reach that one child, even if it takes all day, or if it takes an immense amount of effort. We never say, oh, it's just for one kid, we're not going to do it. We're always about reaching out and making it matter to that one student. And so we know a lot of you are as well. And so what I've noticed, especially over the last 6 months, it seems like, is a lot of stories have come across my desk of teachers doing really great things, and therapists doing really great things, and administrators and tech staff just doing really awesome stuff in schools that nobody hears about. Nobody tells those success stories. We just tend to get the problems. We tend to get the, oh, I need to have this fixed. We need a solution for this, and we need to have a way for the student to better access this. We never hear about the really great things. But what's happened is the coordinators, our Patton's coordinators, have been going out into the classrooms a lot more and coming back and telling me these really awesome things that are happening. So I thought, that teacher is doing really great things. He or she's coming in before school, staying after school, working through lunch, and they've taken this piece of technology and maybe changed this kiddo's life. And so I thought, I want to do something, and I don't know what I can really do to say thank you for that, but we should do something. And so we're going to do the Starfish Award. And it's not going to happen on a regular basis, and there's no way to really nominate folks necessarily. It's going to be kind of random, and it's going to be when the Patton staff is out there. So for example, when you ask us to come into your classroom and do a training, or do an observation, or just provide suggestions and do a consultation, and we see great things that happen to be going on when we're doing those things, we're going to choose somebody to give a Starfish Award to. So Jenna, tell us a little bit about what that entails.
Yeah, so along with being the recipient of that award, you would receive a certificate that says congratulations to your name with the date, and it reads, "Your outstanding and dedicated service to high quality teaching through the use of assistive technology and accessible materials for all students is inspirational, and we commend your efforts to maximize student learning, well-being, and achievement." Because as Daniel was saying, it's so important to reach even that one student. So along with that certificate, you would receive a commemorative starfish, which I think is pretty cool, you know, to sit in your office or at your desk to help remind you of the extra steps you've taken for your students. Awesome. And the really cool thing is that you would receive a free admittance to our Patton State Conference in November for both days. So you would receive that registration for free on November 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, so that's November again next year, November 2nd and 3rd, 2016, and you get a free registration for both days for being the Starfish Award recipient. And so I hope the Starfish and the certificate would be proudly displayed in your classroom or in your office, because that's something that we take very seriously, and we'll give it out to folks who are strongly deserving of it. So I'm pretty excited about that as well. And so also, those recipients will have a whole page on the new website dedicated to those recipients. Past recipients and then the current recipient will be featured on that web page, as well as in Jenna's newsletter, the e-newsletter that'll come out monthly, as well as in our various social media outlets. Yeah. So that's pretty exciting. Okay, I would like to mention real quick that Tech Expo registration will be opening this month sometime. So it's hard to believe already, but here we are, January 2016. Tech Expo will be April 14th, 2016. We'll be here before we know it.
Yeah.
And so registration for that will be opening this month. So Jenna, one other piece of Jenna's job, a big piece, an important piece, is going to be taking over Patton's TV. And so I may be here again from time to time, but this may be one of the last times I'm here, and as well as Jeff. And as well as Glenda. So Jenna will be here most of the time and bringing some of us in every now and then. Tell us about Patton's TV and any changes we might expect.
Yeah, so for the new year, there are a few little changes that we're making. One is that we're really going to house a lot of our videos on YouTube, as well as the website, but really going to use the YouTube feature for accessibility, more closed captioning options, which is really great. You'll still see them posted every other Tuesday, with the first Tuesday of the month being a Patton staff member, and the third Tuesday will be our vendor. So that won't change much. The one thing that you may notice is that the time is a little shorter. So we're going to kind of condense our episodes to really make them nice and concise, and make them a little more accessible for quick watching, to really gain something great in a short amount of time. Yeah,
great. So when we have the vendors in, when we have our featured solutions on the third Tuesdays of the month, those may still be a little bit longer, depending on what the vendor would like to show. But when it's a Patton staff, we would like to make them a little shorter. So we're looking at about 5 minutes or less instead of 15. So it should make them quicker to watch. And like you mentioned, on YouTube, which should make them a little more accessible 24/7 for people to get to, as well as a little more accessible with closed captioning.
Yeah, so that'll be nice to have them right there, and you can look back at any time and take a look. And they'll be, since they'll be shorter, you can take in a few extra episodes if you have the time.
Yeah, excellent. And we are aware that there may still be a few school districts out there who don't allow YouTube to be shown in schools. And if you are one of those, reach out to us. We have some solutions that may help.
Yes, absolutely. All right.
All right, very good. Well, I think that's enough big announcements. Those are some pretty major things. So stay in touch with us and reach out to us. We're eager to get in your classrooms and do what we can for you and your students. Thanks, Jenna.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to be here.